Hello, and welcome to this October 2024 edition of Monroeville at your service. I'm Alex Graziani, your Monroeville manager, bringing you today's show from the Monroeville Municipal Building. Lots to get to today, including multiple guests. So let's take a quick look at what's on today's show. In this month's Manager's Minute, I'll provide a detailed look at Monroeville's newly adopted mission, vision, values, and desired outcomes. Ice cream, artists, and balloon animals, those were all a part of the Monroeville Senior Citizens Center end of summer party, and that video is still to come. With October being Fire Prevention Month, I'll go out on the town with two of our local fire departments to look at all the ways they go about keeping residents safe. But first, another department that probably doesn't get the credit it deserves. That's our finance department, a group of 4 women who are responsible for making sure every municipal expense gets paid, every employee gets paid, and so much more. I had a chance to sit down with 3 of the 4 for a conversation last month. Allow me to welcome in the team from our finance department. Joining me in studio are Josie Rock, our finance director, Paula Conway, and Tracy Sharpley, some of her team. We're missing Kate today. We kind of feel bad from that, so Kate's going to have to pay by doing a one-on-one. You think that's a good idea?
I think it is.
Excellent. So Josie, you're the finance director. Tell us a little bit about yourself. How long have you worked with the municipality?
I did local government auditing for public accounting firms, which is what gave me my background to really understand the workings of municipal government.
As an auditor, you would be looking at kind of what municipalities were maybe getting wrong. So it's great having you here because you're kind of coming at it from that, don't do it this way.
Correct.
This is the right way.
Correct. Although I will say when I came here to Monroeville, there really wasn't that much that was wrong. It's a good finance department.
I agree. But one of the things you instituted was a big change as far as accounting software and how we manage the money. Talk a little bit about what that was like.
That was very difficult, and I think it's not unusual for something like that to be difficult because you have people that have used the same software. I don't recall how many years they actually used that, but it was minimally 10, maybe 20. And it came at time, and everybody was looking to cut costs. And I had researched this prior to the COVID event, and we did our due diligence and researched, I believe it was 3 different software companies, and we made a considerable savings by switching from the old software to the AccuFund software.
All without sacrificing kind of the quality as it relates to the controls of how we manage money.
Correct.
It's really important for us to realize all the time and remind ourselves that it's not our money. You know, we're dealing with the taxpayer's purse, and our job is to be good stewards of that. So how does the software help us that? Like, how does that help us to be good stewards? Are there checks and balances built into how purchases are made?
There are. Every purchase normally goes through a requisition process or a purchase order process, and those need approved by the person ordering it, the department head, then I approve next, and then it goes to you if they're over 500.
And this is why we have Paula and Tracy here, because they're an integral part of that team.
Correct.
Paula, can you talk a little bit about, like, how long have you been with municipality, and what role do you play in the process?
Well, I'm accounts payable. I've been with the municipality for 3 years this past Saturday, so I had my 3rd anniversary. I pay the bills. after they go through the process of being approved through the different department heads, and then I go ahead and pay them either on a weekly basis, or normally we run on a 45-day turnaround of bill payment from depending on what type of bill it is.
And to put that in perspective, that's a lot. It's a lot of work because we have a $38 million general fund. Of course, a lot of that is payroll, but you're doing a lot every week, a batch of bills to be paid. And I know from personal experience that you make sure we do it right, because you often send me an email or come to my office and say, Alex, you need to get it this way.
Yeah, sometimes we statements to make sure that, the statement that's coming in, that everything's on there is paid, or if it's not there, we need to find out where it is. And we have a big municipality and many different departments. Sometimes it just takes a little bit to get that invoice and get it paid.
Prior to coming to Monroeville, what was your background?
I worked for a small automotive company and did the exact same thing sort of that I do here.
And everything else?
Yes,
I would
and
imagine
everything
payroll, accounts payable, accounts receivable?
No payroll, but
Okay.
accounts payable, customer service, answering phones and whatnot. So yeah, I'm a lifelong member of Monroeville. I've lived here. My kids went to school here. So my family.
And you have a connection, as you do, with the municipality. So what's your connection?
My sister, Michelle, used to work for the municipality in the building and engineer department.
Is she still here?
No, she is
Okay.
not.
So she's retired?
Yes, she was retired well before I started, so yes.
Okay, and so you knew a little bit what was happening around
Yes.
here.
Yeah, I mean, this is my community.
So what do you think, working in the private sector where other kinds of deadlines and pressures are there? What's it like working here at the municipality?
I could tell you we have a great bunch of people. I enjoy coming to work because of the people that I work with. They make it fun. I mean, we do work here, but we have a good camaraderie of people together that we get the job done.
I agree. Like in a workplace I once worked at, when it was your birthday, you had to bring cupcakes in, like grade school, right? And it was your job to feed everybody because it was your birthday. Well, here we had a team member celebrate a big milestone birthday, and her office was fully decorated, but the food spread, I think we're still eating it. It's been since Monday, and we're eating it. It was wonderful. You guys really do know how to have fun here. So Tracy, talk a little bit about what you do with the municipality.
Okay, so I am data entry. So when all the bills are submitted by the different departments, they come to me. I review them, make sure they're accurate, make sure we're not overpaying for things, making sure we're paying the right amount, and that we're not wasting our money.
Yeah, together you guys really make my job easier by doing that attention to detail, because they're not always submitted right.
Correct. But sometimes it's just easy mistakes, and that's why I'm there, just to make sure that they're correct and that we're doing them correctly so we can get them entered. And then once I'm done with them, they get signed off by you or by Josie, or they go to Paula to be paid for the week. So
Excellent. And how long have you been with us?
I have been here, it'll be 2 years in January.
And a little bit about your background.
So I came from retail management. I did that for almost 24 years. I was looking for a change, and my dad had worked for the municipality in dispatch, and my uncle worked for the municipality in the TV station. And they said, hey, there's an opening, you should go up. And I know they both enjoyed working here. So
what do you think about working here?
I love it. I live close. I love the team. It gives me a chance. I feel like I connect a lot more with the community than I did before. So
I like to think of all the municipalities' employees as a part of that first responders. Obviously, when we think about what our first responders do, whether it's responding to an accident or an incident with our police, fire, EMS, that's extreme stress and a lot of hard work. But we, as the support team, are part of that first responder unit. We're like small S superheroes, small S, small H superheroes. And I think you guys are, because what I think people want to know most is our money being spent well? So Josie, how can you help the public know that we try our best to spend the money well?
Well, let me talk about the budget, which we're really in budget preparation season now. And each department prepares a budget, and we try to stick to that budget so that we're not, just willy-nilly spending money. So, so we kind of go by that.
Yeah, I'm a big believer that the budget is, your vision or your plan. If I looked at our checkbooks, for example, if we put our checkbooks out, we would see our priorities. And as it is with a household, so it is with a local government. Our priorities are in our expenditures. And as a service provider, a big part of our expenditures is payroll, right? We spend,
Right.
I'm not sure if maybe 60, 70% of our budget has something related to the
Correct.
benefits and the salaries earned by employees.
Right.
We don't make bricks. We fix roads,
Yeah.
but we don't make stuff.
No.
We service the people.
Right.
And the key to me on budgeting, besides implementing the plan, is budgeting is if it's not in there, it's got to wait. That can be hard for a guy like me because we want to get things done. But there's a discipline to the budget that says it maybe can wait to next year because we didn't budget for it this year. You might have to hold on that purchase.
Right.
Yeah. And again, what I'm thrilled about is that you guys were willing to come out and talk about this. I'm excited about budget kind of things. You and I kind of share this. You give the two of us spreadsheets and Excel, and my kids think I'm playing video games because I'm going,
Yeah.
I'm going at it. And it's just a lot of fun because we like numbers,
Right.
but we know the importance of numbers. And for the taxpayer, I wanted them to know that we've got great team members here who really care as much as they do about the budget. You guys mentioned living here. How important it is as a resident to know that your money is being spent well. You're paying the taxes. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's exciting to know that we have that kind of commitment to the community to serve them well. Well, I really want to thank you all for coming on today. It's been a delight for me, and I want people to know if they have questions about budgets, we have information on our webpage where they can learn more, and certainly Josie and I are available, but we want you to know more as much as you can about our budget. Coming up next, fire and emergency services are the focus of this month's Out on the Town. That and more when Monroeville at your service returns in just a moment. Hello, this is Alex Graziani, your Monroeville Municipal Manager out on the town. Today with Jason Sonnefeld, Fire Chief of number 1 here
Correct.
in Monroeville.
Yes.
Hey Jason, thanks for joining me today.
Thank you for visiting us, Alex.
Well, what I wanted to do is get you and the chief and another chief over in 4 just in a little while to get the public to be able to see what's behind the door and just simply do a walkthrough of your building. You
Absolutely.
game?
Absolutely. So this is the front of Fire Company number 1. We're located at 122 Elmwood Street, and these are our 3 large fire apparatus. We have a fire engine, a quint, and we have our squad truck to provide service to the community.
And listening to you all, the quint is sort of like a Swiss Army knife.
It's the Swiss Army knife for the fire service. It's an aerial device, and it's also a pumper, so it's a 2-in-1 apparatus that can multifunction on any fire scene in Monroeville or anywhere it goes.
And I notice as we walk in here, you guys have the distinction of being where it all begins. Obviously, you're fire station number 1, but here on the side here, you have a callback to history.
Correct. It's the old Patton Township patch established in, I believe, 1926, 1927 era. We also have it on our dining room table upstairs. This is the original patch of Monroeville.
So this was the first fire station in like Patton Township, Monroeville.
Correct, yes. And then in 1955, 1956 is when everybody started becoming the Monroeville Fire Departments and all the other entities were added together. This is where all the members get all their gear on before they load onto the apparatus for any responses. We have our CAD screen up there so they can see the incidents. As you can see, they're live right now. So all our officers are off here to the right, and all the general members are along the back wall, and you can tell by the color-coded helmets the rank and file of the individuals for the entire department.
That's amazing. So we've got an alarm. So what are we getting now?
So this is going to be an EMS call for one of the Monroeville companies. It's a mutual aid call. Monroeville EMS provides mutual aid to all the surrounding communities. So right now they're going to be going into Penn Hills to assist them with a medical call. So we'll go through here into our crew room. This is where our paid staff and volunteers hang out throughout the day.
Okay, so paid staff and volunteers.
So we have our paid EMS staff that's here during the day to help run the ambulance calls, and our volunteer staff comes through. This is where they hang out, watch TV. We have their reflective coats. We have some memorabilia. Our training board is posted here. Our computer and document room is over there. We supply them with a kitchen that they can eat, make meals throughout the day. And this is kind of the communal gathering place of the fire
So
station.
the paid is on the
EMS side.
The ambulance side.
Correct, yes.
Do you have volunteers also with the ambulance?
We do, and they're supplemented on the fire side. So the volunteer fire members are volunteer EMS members.
Wonderful.
So this is our EMS bays. This is where we house our 2 ambulances and our utility pickup truck that's also a QRS response vehicle. And looks like the crews are getting ready to go out on a call now. No, take that one, it's fine.
This is exciting. I was with one of the fire departments and they were really hoping to get a call up while I was there.
So our crew is going out on an EMS call now.
And again, what we've done here, what you've done is, they're twins.
Yeah, so we call them twins. They were purchased the same time, designed the same exact way. You'll just see the numbering is different. We have 1-9 and 1-8 because we're Station 1. And back in the 90s, it was an alphabet, so it was 1A and 1B. But as the progression of the fire department and the EMS, it changed into numbering system. That's why now we have 1-9 and 1-8.
So as our employees head out for the call, there's a blinker light on Monroeville Boulevard out here.
Correct, yeah, there's a traffic control device down at the intersection of Orchard Alley and Monroeville Boulevard that everybody will see as they drive up there. And it's constantly flashing yellow, but when an emergency vehicle approaches, it will activate the Opticom system, which will then shut traffic down so that the vehicles leaving Orchard Alley onto the boulevard will have a safe passage.
So anything else as far as things go? I know I wanted to just ask you quickly about volunteers. If people at home want to be a part of what happens at number 1, how can they do that?
So they can come up here anytime, speak to our administrative officers. We have a president, vice president, and our administrative staff. They handle all the membership things. We have active members that run EMS and fire. We also have associate members. They can come up and assist with cleaning or work details. We have our monthly meetings where we cook dinner, so we always need help with that. Or if they just want to come up after incidents and help us clean, fundraise, we have all those opportunities available.
They don't always have to be people willing to run into the building. And,
correct, yeah, they don't have to be the
that.
people going inside or being in the back of the ambulances with the patients. We have ancillary positions as well.
For those who are interested in the high anxiety side of it, there's a lot of training though before you even...
Before you can even get on and start doing things, you have to go through some basic training either at our public safety training center or through one of the other training centers in the area.
Excellent. One last question deals with October, of course, is every year Fire Prevention Month. What does Station number 1 here in Monroeville do to help people, or what ideas do you have to help people?
So we
fires?
utilize our social media accounts very heavily. So we'll put out things about the smoke detectors, about fire safety, the Close Before You Doze program. And that's basically before you go to bed at night, close your doors. That way, if there is a fire in your house, that door will protect you. And there are studies out there that show you can, just by closing that door, your survivability chances almost double.
So even if your pet wants to come in, let them in,
Shut
the door,
close the door,
or leave them out.
Close before
and
you
keep the door
do.
shut.
Yeah, but we have all that information available at the municipal building as well. Pamphlets, stickers, magnets. We hand it out to the daycares, the schools, even our training programs. We hand it out to everybody.
Well, Jace, I'm so appreciative. Our goal for here on out in the town is just to get you to see what's behind the doors and maybe stimulate a little interest in volunteering or supporting your local fire department here. Really proud of what Jason does. I get to hear these guys on the radio and their professionalism, no matter how crazy a situation might be, they always remain calm, and their training just shines through. The repetition that they do in training is obvious to me because I get to hear how you guys handle it. So I'm really proud of all of your work, and it's great to work with you.
Thank you, appreciate it very much.
Yeah, and thanks for letting me walk around. This
Absolutely.
is really cool.
Thank you very much.
So now I'm here at number 4 with Fire Chief Logan Staller.
How's it
Thanks,
going?
Logan. Thanks for having me. And we're really excited to show you a little bit of what's going on behind the door at number 4.
Welcome to Fire Station number 4, located at 4370 Northern Pike, also known as the Big House. Come inside. Station 4, we've been in existence since 1955. We moved to this location in 1965, and I've been operating on Northern Pike since. So, commonly referred to as the Big House. We run over 5,000 responses a year between fire, EMS, and rescue. So it's a pretty busy place, a lot of opportunity, and you know, there's always something going on here. As you can see, we have our slide poles here, so that's how the members get from the upstairs dormitory facilities down to the gear racks when a call comes in.
Nice.
So those are pretty neat.
So this is really like, they're upstairs,
Yep.
the bell rings, and they're coming down on the pole.
Yep. Yeah, it's, you know, you gotta, oh, there goes one guy right now.
Hey, Hayden.
Good to see you again,
Yeah,
sir.
good to see you.
The experience that the live-in program provides is second to none. I mean, you're here 24/7. You know, when you're not at school, not at work, you're here. Any emergencies that come in, you're the first line person that's responding to those. And it's a great program. We've produced hundreds, if not thousands, of career professionals over our existence here. So I highly recommend it to anybody that's looking for a career in emergency services. Stop on by either Station 4 or your local firehouse. All of the Monroeville fire companies have live-in programs and members, so feel free to stop by and apply. As we move down the hallway here, you're going to see a lot of memorabilia on the walls from years past. So we, kind of highlighted various trainings, incidents, fires, rescue situations, stuff like that.
Yeah, look at the size of some of those.
Our old building that was up on Moss Side Boulevard that we originally had in the mid to late 50s until we moved here in 1965. It's very important for us. This fire station does a lot of training. Actually, if you come out back right now, the ladder truck is currently out back conducting some training.
So when you said they were training, you weren't kidding.
Nope. There's training that goes on here all the time. 3 in the afternoon, 3 in the morning, doesn't matter. We're still waiting to put it into service right now, so we're going through a pretty extensive training program with it. We did the training from the manufacturer, and now we're doing our own in-house training on it to make sure that we're as proficient as we can possibly be with it before putting it in service.
You told me this once, but I don't remember it. How many hours of training do you estimate a person would have to do before they're able to go on a call?
So the base level firefighter training is over 200 hours. Your base level EMS training is over 200 hours as well. So there's a hefty commitment that's put into it, but it's worth it. We have great people here, and that's what makes the place. It's all about the people.
Nice. Too much fun. So like we said, we're going out. We're coming into the ambulance bay and check out the ambulance. So what do we got here at number 4?
So number 4, we have a very busy EMS service. We run between 4,100 and 4,300 calls for service each year. We service Monroeville and Pitcairn as their primary EMS provider. And then we also provide some mutual aid to our neighboring communities when they need it. So this is our newest medic unit here. This is ambulance 48. As you can see in the back, we have all of our life-saving equipment. We have full-time and part-time paid people that work on the ambulance, as well as volunteers like myself. So we open the back doors here. The back of the ambulance will drop down. Just makes it easier on us getting the patient.
Okay, I'm glad you told me that, because I'm like, wait a second, something's happening here.
So we switched these stretchers a number of years ago, and they're called power load stretchers. These are our striker stretchers. What's nice about these is they're automatic, so we can pull this out. We can lower the legs down. And then we hit a button that releases the stretcher. and then we're off. And the same thing goes for loading back in. So when I bring the stretcher in, it locks and beds itself down in, and we're good.
Nice.
So,
Well, I'm sure we could spend the rest of the afternoon just looking at all of this stuff that you have here and how important it is for safety and so forth. But I know you're a busy guy. I appreciate the time of coming out here and allowing us to get a glimpse inside the doors. To see
Absolutely.
what number 4 looks like. Thanks,
absolutely,
Logan.
you're welcome anytime. And if you're ever in the neighborhood, want to stop by, stop on in, ring the doorbell, or come on inside.
What a privilege to get inside look at 2 of our 5 Monroeville fire departments. And what an opportunity it was to get to see the ladder truck in testing, in practice, and in motion. Thanks, Jason and Logan, for letting me in. On the way next, the Monroeville Senior Citizen Center threw its members a party, and our TV department got an invite. And Monroeville Council approved a resolution to adopt a new mission, vision, and values. What does it all mean? I'll break it down in the Manager's Minute next.
Fairfax County 911, where is your emergency?
Hello, there's a fire in my house. Road.
What's on fire?
The kitchen, something in the kitchen, and the whole kitchen's on fire right now.
Okay, can you safely get out of the house?
Yes, I can.
All right, just stay outside and we'll have help to you. What's your name?
I'm the son in this house. I was sleeping.
Okay, go ahead and wait outside. I'll get the fire department out there.
That evening, about 1 o'clock in the morning, we were dispatched to a house fire. It was a very cold evening. It was probably somewhere about 10 to 14 degrees.
I was called in by a child, a male.
Usually if a call comes out at that time, it's usually a working fire, so got dressed pretty quickly and head out the door.
Our MCT, the computer, sat there and told all the units that were en route to the fire that everybody was out of the house.
There's one person who's standing in the driveway.
He comes down, meets us, tells us no one's in the house, and he's there by himself, and he thinks the fire's in the kitchen.
And after all the units got on scene, they pulled a hose line. They started masking up to extinguish the fire.
Kyle and I, we were paired up, and we went inside.
Myself and Vinny went in ahead of the hose line, the engine crew behind us.
As we were going in, the smoke was real thick, real oily, I guess, for a lack of better words. You couldn't wipe it off your mask.
We did a left-hand search, came to the kitchen area, and the flames started rolling over our heads.
The hose line passes us. They hit an attack on the fire, and Kyle tells me, he said, "Hey, let's go right. Let's finish this search." So he passes me. I grab his shoulder. I say, "Wait. Do you hear that?"
And that's when you could hear her cry out for help.
And as soon as I finish saying that, you can hear her knocking on the door. "Help me, somebody help me."
Hello? Hello? Hey, how are you? Hey, are you there?
There was no smoke in the room. It was completely clear. She just kind of jumped up into my arms.
Come on.
So he grabs her, and I instantly went into, let's make a way. So I pushed things out of the way, pushed people out of the way if needed so we could get her out.
I'm just talking, make sure everything's all right, checking around, and next thing I know, here comes a child being carried out right in front of me, screaming. And I'm going, what just happened here?
There was a lot of chaos going on, and when we heard the radio traffic that they had found somebody inside, I think everybody kind of expected the worst from the conditions, the smoke and the heat.
I noticed that there was no soot on her. She didn't have any signs of smoke inhalation or anything like that. She was just completely clean due to the closed door.
Having that door closed gave us the time to get there and to get the girl out.
She didn't have any marks on her, any soot on her. She closed that door. It's more than proof to me that it works. And being 1 o'clock in the morning, she's sound asleep, and just taking that one action, it saved her life.
Just being able to look at the condition of the house, the kitchen, into the dining room, and then 5 to 6 feet beyond the dining room as to where her door was, seeing the condition of the outside of her door, and then opening the door and looking inside, it's basically a clean room where the whole inside of the house was completely smoke covered, burnt.
So one thing I really took away from this call is how important it is to take this message and kind of share it with the community and my friends and family. Not only close before you doze, but to have working smoke alarms inside and outside of every sleeping area on every floor of the home, to practice your exit plan, to try and get out of the house. But then if you can't get out of the house, close your door and give us that time for the fire department to get there to help you.
So after going on this fire, I've realized what a big impact it can make to shut your door, and it can save your life. I think that a lot of kids as well as adults don't realize what a big impact it can make and how it can save your life. So I've been telling my friends and family to close before you doze.
Close before you doze will be my slogan whether I'm wearing a job shirt or not.
Welcome back to Monroeville at your service. One of the unique aspects of Monroeville are the services it provides. On this show, we've highlighted our in-house refuse collection, 911 center, our library, and our recreation and parks, just to name a few. Among those is our Senior Citizen Center that is regarded as one of the best around. While the end of summer isn't always a cause for celebration, the Senior Citizen Center decided it was a reason to party. Here's our TV department's intern, Carson Berg, with more.
Hi, I'm Carson Berg, and as you can see, these seniors know how to party. However, I'm not talking about high school seniors. I'm talking about some of the members of the Monroeville Senior Citizen Center. I'm here now where they're throwing one of their many parties.
So we have Mike the balloon guy here doing balloon art. We have a caricature artist here today. We have the Pittsburgh Glass Centers here today. We have an ice cream truck, Sweets on the Street, providing multiple flavors of ice cream. We have our Public Works employees grilling hot dogs today for us, so they get a nice hot dog lunch. It's just all about socializing and getting together with each other and sending off summer and bringing it in fall. It's a great day. Started out raining, but it ended with some sunshine.
No, it's okay for the glass to sort of sit in the open air and cool a little bit. I don't want it to be moving around too much.
I mean, this is just a really nice place to be, you know, for seniors. We just have a lot of fun, a lot of friends. The ice cream was out of this world. It was delicious. Everything was great.
This senior center here has such a great balance between the fitness activities and the social events that they put together. It's really impressive.
Members of the center enjoyed many things today. The balloon creations, the caricature artist, and the glass blowing. I myself enjoyed some ice cream. I'm Carson Berg with Monroeville Municipal Television.
Wow, that end of summer party at the Senior Center looked like a lot of fun. The glass blowing and all the cool things that they did. I know I always have a great time every time I go to the Senior Center. This is the part of the show where we want to hear from you. This part is where we want you to submit to us questions. You can put me on the spot and ask any kind of question you can, and I'll do my best on the program to answer the question. To submit questions, simply go to our Facebook page or message in your request and question that you want to have answered. You know, our frontline staff all day answers questions, and a lot of those questions are about reporting concerns. For example, there might be a missed garbage pickup. Sometimes the question is, how do I report a pothole concern? Or there's a street light that's out in my neighborhood. At Monroeville, we have a see-click fix system through our website. So you can go to our Monroeville website page and find the see-click fix, and you can report a concern there. But always feel free to call the municipality with any question. We have wonderful staff here to serve you and have the answer that you need. Last month, during the Manager's Minute, I introduced the recently adopted mission, vision, values, and desired outcomes for Monroeville, and encourage you to go online and review them. This month, I would like to review this statement of beliefs. Mission. The municipality of Monroeville exists to protect, support, and enrich the lives and interests of our community. Our team accomplishes this by providing a full range of excellent local government services. Vision. The municipality of Monroeville aspires to create a welcoming community that encourages investment, innovation, and growth while sustaining an environment that fosters safety, vibrancy, and a high quality of life for all residents, businesses, organizations, and visitors. Values. Community is defined as our residents, businesses, organizations, and visitors. Our primary purpose as local government is to protect, support, and serve people. Maintaining and promoting community safety by making every reasonable effort to do so is essential. Meaningful use of our available resources will allow us to do the most for our community. Unbiased, long-term decision-making is the best way to meet our goals and protect the taxpayer's dollar. Nourishing a healthy community with purposeful public participation and inclusive representation is a necessity. Integrity, compassion, and cooperation form the foundation of our public service. Together, the municipality aims to enhance the quality of the natural environment for the well-being of the community. Year-round fairness, equity, justice, and transparency must support all actions undertaken by the municipality. Desired outcomes. The municipality's efforts addresses strategic priorities to achieve the following desired outcomes of an outstanding full-service local government. Safe. Protect the rights of the community by providing public safety services, including 24/7 police protection, a 911 call center, emergency management, volunteer fire protection services, and ambulance services. Well maintained. Safeguard the health and safety of the community by providing public works services that maintain a safe road network, efficient stormwater management systems, attractive parks, well-maintained municipal buildings and facilities, and residential sanitation and recycling services. Efficient, productive, and sustainable. Ensure the safety and health through long-term land use planning, zoning, stormwater regulation, code enforcement, and efficient general government and administrative operations. Accommodating. As a regional destination, sustain the municipality's infrastructure to support businesses, visitors, and residents by providing plentiful, convenient, and safe transportation systems, utility networks, well-maintained public facilities, and amenities. Fiscally responsible. Utilize resources with the utmost care, meeting the municipal's financial commitments by making decisions in the short term with long-term focus while providing quality services with sound financial management to prevent excessive taxes and fees. Informative. Maintain accountability by enabling the community to voice their concerns through responsive and transparent administrative services. This includes an open door policy, timely, right-to-know responses, informative and user-friendly municipal communications, our website, television station, citizens notification systems, and other innovative communication efforts. High quality of life. Enrich the community through our parks, library, senior citizen center, and partnerships with others to ensure that the municipality of Monroeville remains a great place to live, play, and stay. Like I did last month, I encourage everyone to go to www.monroeville.pa.us and download a copy of the resolution adopting our mission, vision, values, and desired outcomes. After you review the resolution, I welcome your feedback and want to hear your thoughts. Thanks in advance for taking the time to consider our beliefs. Monroeville, at your service, will continue to roll on with a new show every month. Find our show on cable Comcast Channel 21 and Verizon 45, as well as segments of the show archived on Monroeville Municipal Television YouTube page. That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching. Spread the word about our show and get those questions in. I'm Alex Graziani. We'll see you next month. Until then, stay safe and be blessed.